Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa are getting ready to move into their new studio in central Manhattan. They have been discussing the past as they get ready to move. Kelly would prefer to forget some aspects of her history, though. Nevertheless, she wants to share some of her experiences, especially one that traumatized her, with live viewers. Here's what Kelly had to say about her experience and the reasons it was so painful for her. Kelly Ripa talks about a tough time in the past as Kelly Ripa gets ready to move into her new studio home in Hudson Square. She talks about the past. She was questioned on television about her several haircuts during her tenure at 7 Lincoln Square. Among them are numerous ones that she would prefer to forget. On Live, Kelly even made a joke about how much she wished she had changed all of her previous hairstyles. Every haircut, Kelly acknowledged. I was traumatized by all of my haircuts, via People. Mark Consuelos attempted to console his wife, but it was a humorous moment as Kelly winced at her previous fashion sense. They were wonderful, he said. Since appearing alongside Regis Philbin on Live in 2001, Kelly Ripa has been on morning talk shows. She had previously starred on All My Children with Mark. It's intriguing because you don't watch the show you're on, so you're unaware of it. You're on the verge of amnesia, Kelly replied. After performing the show, you go on to the following day, so I hardly remember anything. What was Kelly Ripa's favorite hairstyle? Kelly Ripa claimed that all of her previous hairstyles had traumatized her, but one in particular stands out in her memory. Kelly mentioned a Michelle Pfeiffer-inspired bob that Mark was interested in seeing. The outcome wasn't good. Mark remarked, I just didn't understand how it happened. And it ended up looking like Carol Brady. I now respond, baby, do what you want to do when you ask me. Simply follow your own desires. According to Kelly, it isn't actually the case. She countered, no, that's not what you say. Do whatever you want to do, but keep in mind that you will be miserable as soon as you chop off your hair, he advises. That's your statement. That deters me then. Kelly also revealed the worst haircut tale she has ever had, and it was before she ever started hosting morning talk shows. Following an incident in the 1990s, Kelly stated that she will never cut her own hair. Kelly acknowledged, I cut my fringe before the daytime Emmys about 22 years ago, and I've never gotten over it. What do you think of Kelly Ripa and the trauma she claims to have based on her previous hairstyles that were publicly displayed on Live? Which of Kelly's previous hairstyles do you think she should be most proud of? Kelly Ripa is known for her sparkling wit, sharp tongue, and ability to turn the most mundane morning into a laugh-out-loud event on Live with Kelly and Mark. But on this particular episode, laughter took a backseat as the Queen of Daytime made a rare admission, one that stunned fans, silenced the audience, and even left Mark Consuelos visibly shaken. It began like any other segment. The couple sat side by side in their newly unveiled futuristic studio, all polished chrome and glowing LED lights, sipping green juice and teasing each other in their usual rhythm. But when the topic shifted to childhood fears, Kelly's demeanor changed. Okay, she said, setting her juice down. This is not a joke. I'm about to say something I've never said publicly, and honestly, I don't know why I'm sharing this on national television, but here goes. Mark raised an eyebrow. Should I be worried? Kelly glanced toward the audience and took a deep breath. I was traumatized as a kid, and it all started with a puppet. Puppetgate, the nightmare behind the curtain. At first, the audience chuckled. Surely this was another one of Kelly's exaggerations. But as she described the incident, her tone deadly serious. The laughter quickly faded. When I was 6 years old, she began, my mom took me to a children's birthday party at this local park. There was a puppet show. You know, the kind with the little curtain and the wooden stage? Punch and Judy stuff. Except this one wasn't normal. This one was possessed. Mark blinked. Possessed? Like Exorcist level? I'm telling you, she said, gripping the armrest. This puppet came out of the curtain, locked eyes with me. Me. Out of a crowd of like 20 kids. And it screamed, not spoke, not sang. It screamed, like a banshee. I screamed back. I peed my pants. The party clown had to walk me to the car. Gasps and murmurs rippled through the audience. That was the moment, Kelly added, when I decided puppets were demons in felt costumes. And I've never recovered. I slept with the lights on for years. The trauma didn't end at the birthday party. For 2 full years, she confessed, I refused to sleep unless my closet door was bolted shut, and I had a flashlight in hand. Not just a nightlight, a full-on camping flashlight. I kept it on all night, burning through batteries like you wouldn't believe. My parents thought I was being dramatic. My sister called me a puppetphobe. Mark, clearly trying not to laugh, reached over and squeezed her hand. Babe, I'm sorry, but this is like next-level psychological horror. We need to get Guillermo del Toro on the phone to make this a movie. Kelly nodded solemnly. And guess what the puppet's name was? Mark leaned in. What? Chucklehead. The audience erupted. I swear on my Botox, she said his name was Chucklehead. And he haunted my dreams for a decade. I couldn't even watch Sesame Street without flinching at Elmo. A surprise puppet appearance. At this point in the show, things took a dramatic, and perhaps cruel, turn. As Kelly was recounting her trauma, the studio lights dimmed and a spooky music cue began to play. Before she could react, a curtain rose on a small stage to the right of the set, revealing a puppet. Not just any puppet. A handmade replica of Chucklehead, complete with bugged-out eyes, a twisted grin, and shockingly good ventriloquist movements. The puppet waved. Hi, Kelly. It screeched in a gravelly voice. She froze. For a moment, it wasn't clear whether Kelly was about to faint, scream, or rip her mic off and bolt from the set. Mark jumped up, trying to shield her from the puppet. Who approved this? He shouted. The producers were laughing behind the cameras, but it was obvious. Kelly was not amused. I will sue all of you, she whispered, half joking but fully traumatized. A deep-rooted fear. After the puppet was quickly and apologetically removed, Kelly took a minute to recover before continuing. You guys think I'm exaggerating, she said, sipping water with trembling hands. But there's something deeply unsettling about puppets. Their mouths move, but their eyes stay dead. They're basically taxidermy dolls with scripts. Mark tried to lighten the mood. So no puppet-themed Christmas decorations this year. I will set them on fire, Kelly said flatly. No felt shall cross the Ripa threshold. Fans flood social media. Within minutes of the segment airing, social media exploded. Hashtag Chucklehead Returns was trending on X. Memes of Kelly's frozen reactions circulated widely, with captions like, when your childhood trauma is invited on set, and live with Kelly, Mark, and Satin's hand puppet. Even celebrities weighed in. Andy Cohen posted, I now know the face of pure fear. It's Kelly Ripa meeting Chucklehead. And horror legend Jordan Peele tweeted, Tell Kelly I'm free in the fall. Let's make puppet panic. The Ripa files happen. But alongside the jokes came a surprising wave of support. Fans began sharing their own irrational childhood fears, from animatronic mascots at pizza joints to dolls with blinking eyes. Kelly's trauma, while funny on the surface, struck a relatable chord with viewers everywhere. Healing through humor, toward the end of the show, Kelly managed to smile. Okay, she said, maybe I needed this. Maybe facing Chucklehead on live TV is part of my healing journey. Next week, I'll hug the puppet and finally reclaim my childhood. Mark raised a hand. Let's not do that. She laughed. Fair. A traumatizing moment, a bonding moment. While it started as a lighthearted walk down memory lane, the segment became something deeper. A raw, unscripted look at how even the most glamorous talk show hosts carry scars from the past. I always thought I'd be afraid of aging, of losing my job, of not being relevant, Kelly said as the credits rolled. But no, turns out all it takes is one rogue puppet and a bad birthday party to mess you up for life. Let us know your favorite Kelly looks in the comment section below.